Good evening. I think we are officially live now. This is my late New Year's Eve party. And hello and welcome to all the early birds here, Becca and Paul. I'm going to be playing some music for the next hour-ish. Some of it's new that you haven't heard on the channel here before. Some of it is old, like this one. But everyone really liked this one, so hey, why not play it? Star, good evening, good to see you. Carl as well, good to see you. Happy New Year, guys. How you doing? I think it's safe to say we're live. We've got Andy in the house now. Evening, Andy. How are you doing tonight? Cheers, man. Nice one for that. I got it off someone quite local, actually. It is really nice as well. So yeah, this is a new one that I think only Andy's heard so far. Well, and Becca, of course. Yeah, the old Behringer takes pride of place over in the corner there. I'm doing absolutely nothing with that at the moment. When it comes to there's just buttons everywhere on this. Dave, good evening. Yeah, it feels a bit like a tape machine. Hey, but I think we can all agree, at least it's not a Behringer this time. Yeah, I like it loud, Andy. Yeah, I might save that one for a little later on, Andy. You have to see if you can spot it. Thanks, Becca, I am. Sorry, I'm not sure on that one, Paul. I must admit, this is probably about my favourite remix that I did of last year. Kinda gotta crank the bass on this one a bit. It doesn't quite hold up against the others, but it was near enough for tonight, so we're fine. Hey, now Camel Toe Wine was a quality production. Sorry, mate, Christmas is over. That don't feature tonight. General Basworth, how you doing? Good evening, mate. It's an old one now, this. This was right at the beginning of last year.
Is it me? Is it you?
Andy's closest, it's spearmint, just like their old Wrigley spearmint gum.
Is it me? Is it you?
It's putting it down is the problem. Alright, speaking of a long while ago, it's been even longer since I wrote this one. Guava jelly, I'm gonna get on that one. Now, the one thing this controller is missing though is jog wheels. Because you know, when you want to just do that rewind or what have you, and I can't. I will get a mixer back there as soon as I can.
Choice.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I don't get to wear this shirt on stream, not on stream, on my videos because it's got green in it and it doesn't work well with the green screen, so I can't wear this on my videos. Right, we're going from the really old stuff to the really new stuff now. I've only actually got 3 more tracks left to play, which is cool, and then I can sit down, you know what I mean, and we can have a bit of a chit chat about what's going on with hardcore history. And I realise I'm battering over the top of what she's saying. I'm going to get back to my mix. 3 new unreleased tunes coming your way. Yeah, that's a good point. If anyone has got any questions for me, chuck them in the chat. Yeah, and then I'll see what I can do about answering some questions as well. I did say I was going to do that, so yeah, we'll get that done as well. If someone can sort me out with a DSP board for the right sort of money, I'll quite happily put mine back together. I love that mixer. Alright, next one's for you, Andy. Mate, we've got to get this out.
This is synthetic distortion.
Well, yeah, that was Andy on vocals there, DJ 34M, synthetic distortion. We've still never done anything with this, and we definitely should, I think. I quite liked it. It was a nice tune. Next up, I'm probably going to get shot if Dave of Digital Commandos is still in this stream, because of what I'm about to play, but you know what, if I pull off the mix, then I'll have done better than I have in any of the practices that I tried in this entire set. Right, I can't rewind. I've no turntables, I've no jog wheels. I can't rewind. I got that up. Let's try again. With the state on that mix, Paul, I don't think I'm going to be invited to the Sanctuary reunion, that's for sure. Yeah, last track of what I'm going to be playing tonight. Thank you very much for joining us for this. I will be setting some stuff up and, getting ready to sit down and chill and have a chat with you all very soon. But in the meantime, enjoy this. Dave, don't kill me for playing this, please. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed the music section of today's live stream. I'm going to be back in a minute. I've got to reset up the room because I can't afford a million cameras. So I use two, but that means I've got to move where they are. I'll be back soon, but I've prepared something for you. Stick around for that. All right, guys, how are we doing? Can we all hear me okay? I've sort of run around and sort of moved stuff about and that. Did you enjoy that, Dave? I quite enjoyed putting that together. Yeah, it was one of them geeky little moments for me. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It was good. And I'm glad you enjoyed it too. Right, so I suppose you all want to know what is going on with hardcore history because, of course, it all ended very abruptly last year because me university work sort of took over my life for a moment. Um, I'm back up to speed with everything now, so we're all good there. Um, and I'm back on the case again with hardcore history now. Last year I did 10 episodes. This year I'm planning to do another 10. It seems to be a nice number for me to actually be able to manage within a year. As you can probably all imagine, there's quite a bit of work goes into these videos. So, dropping it down to 10, it means that if I need to take a bit of a break to catch up in the middle of the year, I can do that. So yeah, 10 episodes, 10 new episodes. As well as that, there'll obviously be the DJ mix as well, and I'm looking for willing victims, if there's any out there to do some DJ mixes for us, some guest mixes. I thought they worked really well last year, so I'd like to bring that back again. So if anyone's watching live and wants to get involved, or if anyone's watching later on and wants to get involved, just give me a shout. You know where to get me. It's down in the God, how am I gonna in this one here? Like, there's all stuff written here. Yeah, so that's that. I have already confirmed the first 2 episodes. I spoke to Ben Hayes the other day, and we're doing a bit of a look at sort of the Australian scene, executive records, recycled records, and obviously Ben's sort of career as well. We had a good old chat the other day, and yeah, it was nice to, as a guy who doesn't know anything about the Australian scene at all, and I said that to him beforehand. I said, look, just fill me in on anything you can as far as the Australian scene goes, because I've never been out to Australia, I've never experienced it myself, and it was. I'll try not to say too much, but it was quite interesting to see how it was quite interesting to see how sorry, I'm reading your comments at the same time. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'll read them in a minute. So yeah, it was quite nice to see how it did mirror the UK scene. Just a little bit behind of it, but you'll see more about that in the video when that comes out. So I'm looking for that one to be the first video this year. The second video, we're traveling all the way back to the UK finally. Obviously the last video that I put out was Paul Elstack. Now we're off to Australia. Now after that, the second video, we're heading back to the UK. I've spoken with Robbie Long already. I've spoken with D-Light already about doing a whole Thin and Crispy sort of look at the label and the people behind the label and stuff like that. So that's already sorted, and I'm not going to confirm, but I might have spoken to Stormtrooper as well. He's a very, very, very difficult man to pin down. So that's quite cool. That's a little bit of a spoiler for you to come. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So what have we got? By the way, Ramos and Marley. Dave, I'm all about you doing a mix for us, mate. All about that, definitely. Andy, by the way, Ramos and Marley, yeah, I know I definitely need to get round to them as well, and Supreme as well. Need to get him out of the way. Mallorca Lee, I definitely want to get a Mallorca Lee video done. I think we haven't really sort of, explored much of the Scottish side, and I know it's almost like a scene of its own again up in Scotland. So it'd be nice to see how that links in as well with the greater picture. It's something that when I was speaking with Ben the other day, and he actually said to me, he said, "Oh, he says it's one thing that he likes about watching the videos is seeing how everything links." And I hadn't noticed it until like a good few videos back. And it's strange seeing how everyone is linked in one way or another. There's ties to everyone within the hardcore scene, which is quite cool to see. So that's pretty much Hardcore History Season 3. The first one I'm looking at, it's coming out 1st of February. I'm already well ahead on it, so I can't see that being a problem. For members, of course, it'll come out a little bit before that. If you're a part of the Hardcore History Club, yeah, and that's and Patreon as well. I keep forgetting about Patreon. I need to stop forgetting about Patreon. It's there. So yeah, so that's everything for Hardcore History, really. So yeah, I will be, yes, in answer to your question, Rebecca, I will of course be doing some international artists again next month. Yeah, we are January now, aren't we? Yeah. Next month's going to be the first one, so get the Aussie boys on board, and then we can see how they did it. When I was looking round, it was funny when I was looking round, and like when you look at sort of the happy hardcore or the UK hardcore scene of the past, and everyone always says like the UK #1 place for it always says Australia is #2. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing what comes of that. Thank you all for joining us. Grab a random vinyl. Right, here we go. All right, let's see. Random. Don't laugh at me too much. So this one, I had this on cassette tape. So when I saw it on vinyl, I had to buy it. And it's got an instrumental, so there's options there for sampling and stuff as well. So this is new edition Candy Girl 12-inch single from like a long time ago, 1982, I think, 80s maybe. DJ Cots is an Aussie DJ to check out. I love DJ Cots and Ravine as well. I think both of them have done really big things with what they do. Love Cots' mixes. Always tune into them. Here we go. I'll show you a couple of these as well. These are a couple that I got recently. That's Tiny Tot Disco Land. I paid for that with a kidney. And then this one I paid for with a lung. This is Brisk, Eye Opener. Brisk and Trixie there, Eye Opener. Yeah, that one was a lung and half of my liver. I do love my vinyl though. So I've had Searle on my list ever since the very beginning. When I very first started this, and I wrote my little list that I wrote of all the names that I could think of that that I'd like to do a video on, and then that list sort of got replaced with the list in the old book. I've got a new book now, by the way. It's 2024, so yeah, got a new book to start in. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Eye Opener. My local guy had a copy of it, and I fought with him over the price of it because I really didn't want to pay what he wanted for it, but I got it in the end. Disco Land. You can't go wrong with Disco Land. That was another one. I mean, that sat there for a long while, because it's again, it's not a cheap record, unfortunately. Um, so he sat on it for a while, and well, that did kind of allow me to sort of sneak in and get it at the right sort of money. That's why you should keep your record dealers on Discogs, and then you can keep an eye on what they've been sat on for the longest. Tripping on mushrooms. Yeah, I do. I love a bit of Searle. He's he's great, and there's I won't say too much. Let's just say come February there'll be a few little bits in the video, because I learned a few bits as well, of course. Did you cover off? Okay, so yeah, no, I didn't actually. So 2024 is going to be a little bit of more of 2023, really, bit of experimenting. I really, 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 really want to write a Frenchcore track, and I've got nowhere near writing a Frenchcore track yet. I've tried a few little bits and pieces out, but selling 97 to. Yeah, that'd be fantastic, James. Yeah, I'd definitely be very interested. I mean, so back there, there's quite a mix back there. I've obviously got the hardcore bits. I've got some old hardcore breaks. I've got some new school breaks as well. There's a bit of jungle and drum and bass in there, and techno, hard trance. Not much house anymore because I got rid of a lot of it because I don't play it anymore. Yeah, there's a wide range. Yeah, definitely give me a shout because I could definitely be interested. I'll never turn down a look at what's available. That's for sure. So yeah, production news. Yeah, much the same as 2023. Really, a few collabs on the horizon. A few bits and pieces. Andy, you need to get your butt around here a bit more, and we need to get writing some more because that do you know what? When you first said, let's do Cliff Richard, I was like, oh, for God's sake. But then I actually quite like the song in the end. Just don't tell everyone. That's a huge list. Yeah. There's loads there's loads of great Scottish acts. Gordon Tennant, yeah, I got pulled up on my Scott Brown video because I'd got him the wrong way around. German New Kid. Yeah, Alaguan, and who was the other one? Is it Easy Vibe? Who was it? There was someone else that I got told to look at. I can't remember who it was now. Yeah, I definitely want to look at some of the newer artists as well this year. Try and get a few of them in the bank as well. I know there's a couple of them that I've been trying to set up and stuff, and I've got them in my contact list now. So yeah, once I get that all set up, I can get on them as well and get a few newer names in. I mean the recon video I did was a bit of a fumble, really. There's just not much information about him, and he unfortunately didn't want to come to the party. Ganar is probably one of my favorites. I'm not going to say he's the favorite because unfortunately I think it'll take a lot to knock Fracas and Darwin off the top spot for me. for current UK hardcore and the things they're doing. Obviously, they're doing all the hardcore break stuff as well and the freeform stuff as well. And yeah, I think they're a massive powerhouse currently. But Ganar's stuff, yeah, I really like his style. We're getting a few for Davy Forbes. Maybe that's one that I should get in the book, get listed, and get working on. Um, or is it maybe a case of it's a look at the greater picture? I've tried to get a bit of an insight into the Australian scene from Hayes this month. Is it something that maybe maybe have to get in touch with a few of them and see if we can get some kind of idea of the bigger picture? Imagine, not sure you'd get Mark though. We don't worry about that, Dave. we just plow on. The only one that I've sort of I did have to sit back and go, okay, maybe I can't do that one was MC Storm. Because I'm fair enough to him. He was fair enough with me. He says, can I ask? Don't. I'd rather you didn't at the moment. I've got this project on. So he was fair enough. Technicore is one that I definitely want to get a look into. Him and JTS, I think a lot of what them guys are doing out with the 170 stuff, and then there's that little bit of crossover as well with sort of Steve Hill's Massive and stuff like that as well. Yeah, I think they're doing some pretty cool stuff at the moment. Potential new female vocalist, yes. We're desperately in need of them, mate. Because I've got a few ideas in the bank on that one. But we'll have a chat about that off stream. Go for Trevor and get him. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. Casio Brothers, yeah. Weaver. Yeah, I'll definitely give them a try and see. There's so many great acts though, and that was the other thing that I sort of thought about as well when I was thinking about what we're gonna do. Yeah, I was. I was literally just a raver. I don't have a I don't have a fancy story, or I wasn't a DJ or a producer or anything like that. I like to go out and party. Loved being on that side of the DJ booth. So yeah, so that was me. There is actually a shameless plug here. There's if you headed over to J Viper's Couture 303 podcast, there's a little bit of an insight into my rather normal. I'd probably say is the word normal sort of life. Yeah, by all means, if you've got an hour to waste and there's literally nothing else on TV, yeah, head over and yeah, Jay's funny as hell. He carried the whole episode. This is fun, isn't it? How do all these kids do it on the old just chatting on Twitch? They sit there and they just blah 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 blah. I'm looking, I'm like that. Go on, someone say something. Go on, dare you say something? Well, it was no. To be fair, it was. I really enjoyed it. It was a good experience. I learned a few bits as well, which was quite nice. Jay, obviously, he interviewed me for the podcast, so I learned a little bit about what to do when interviewing, or what to say, because before that I was just winging it. So yeah, vibes. Yeah, you was a DJ, yeah, yeah, and yeah, you wrote some music, yeah, yeah, and that was pretty much it. It can fly through. Anyone get anything good for Christmas? I didn't get a 303, unfortunately. It would have been nice. I got some records, so I was happy. But it wasn't a 303 or a Juno. I'd take a Juno right now. Yeah, maybe this year. I'll see if I'm a good boy. What's your favourite Ray Bumhead Smart interview takeaway? Do you know? Good question. Watch a few episodes of Wogan. So to be honest with you, my favourite was probably last year. I got invited up to Birmingham to go and meet up with D-Light, Psy, Fracas, and Ectomorph, and it was a brilliant night. I had a great night. That's probably my favourite. I used to spend a lot of my youth, shall we say, down Maxime's and Wigan Pier, in Wigan, obviously. So yeah, for using as a stream deck. Yeah, I hope that's going well for you, mate. It looked like in that video you sent me, it did look like it was it was working for how you wanted it to work. Yeah, the Behringer 303. I've heard a lot of people say that. Yeah, it was the 909. I think I saw a video about where you can't close the decay right down on the hats, on the Behringer clone, but yeah, on the 303, I imagine it's pretty close. I know Dave's got one or two 303s knocking about. Missed your train. It was a bus. I wasn't even good. I weren't even good enough to get because what was it? Trains were on strike or something? Yeah, trains were on strike, so I had to catch a bus home, and I sat there at the bus station and yeah, missed my train. I might have had one or two shandies, just one or two. So yeah. Yeah, nice. Right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night at that. Yeah, in short, season 3 is coming back 1st of February, and yeah, look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I will. I've made a promise for the new year that I'm gonna post more posts on Facebook and Instagram and on here as well, because I need to be posting stuff on here and that as well. But don't hold me to it. You know what I'm like. I've been crap at this for the past 18 months. I don't know if I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up, but I'll give it a good go. I'll give it a good go. Carl, take it easy. For the money now, who should complain about Behringer? You're absolutely right, James. Many aspirations for knocking out a hardcore track. Do you know, I just literally sit in front of the in front of Studio One, and what comes out comes out. And this is why I don't release music very regularly, because it's not overly often that it's not overly often that something that sounds decent comes out. Nice one, Andy. That is what she said. Yeah, trying to make the connections so that we can get this information out. It wasn't about before. Let's get it out there. I think that we've got some really, really talented guys in our scene, and beyond our scene as well. So yeah, right, guys, I'm off. Good night, all. Have a good night.